Well, good morning, friends and neighbors. In today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you some maintenance stuff that I've got to do on the Fluval 15-gallon Flex over there on my countertop. It's one that I haven't showed you guys yet, so I figured we would go ahead and take a look at that one today. But before we get to that one, I would like to show you this one. This is our 20-gallon aquarium that we aquascaped a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to give a little bit of an update on it. As you can see, the plants are growing in quite well. The red cardinal in the back has got some really good color on it. I've got a 5 or 6 Amano shrimp in there. They're real tiny, real small. Because as you can see, and this is the downside about using white substrate, is that any little bit of dirt and debris, any little algae, it shows up really good. So in the future, I probably won't be putting white substrate down in an aquarium again. I also moved the frog bit that I had in the Aqueon Accent, and I replaced it in that tank with some red root floater. Unfortunately, I didn't do an unboxing video for those plants. At least I don't think that I did. But I will definitely be showing you guys the red root floaters whenever they grow in just a little bit more. But without rambling on any further, let's get over there. Let's get you set up, and we will begin maintenance on that tank and see what we can do with it. So here's what we've got going on with this aquarium. This is one that I branched out a little bit and tried to find some carpeting plans. Something that was easy to take care of, but yet something that looked kind of halfway decent. These were some seeds that I bought on Amazon, and unfortunately they did not come with a species name, so I don't know what kind of plants they are. As you can see, they're actually going fairly well. This planting process of the seeds can be a little bit messy because they don't always stay right where you put them. So what I'm having to do is go through and actually trim or pull out the seedlings that came up in places that I just didn't want them to grow. This tank consists of some Dragonstone. There was some Eco Complete in the bottom, with a white cap of sand on top. There were supposed to be 10 emerald green shrimp in here, but what wound up happening is most of them died, and the only 2 that I have left, one is a rust-colored orange, and the other one is almost black. So I don't know what happened there. I'm hoping one's a male and one's a female, and I get a good spawning of them, and they start to multiply. Hopefully. Now with the filtration of the Fluval Flexes, it's built in the backside of the aquarium, so I'm not entirely sure whether or not the shrimp can actually multiply properly, but we'll see. It'll just take some time. This is mainly just a tank that's supposed to be pretty to look at. I don't really have any plans as far as species that are going to go in it. I will develop that over as it grows in, and as you know, just see what it becomes on its own without too much work. There are also 2 Amano shrimp in here that I put just to kind of help them out with the algae issue, as well as some frog bit on top to help with the absorption of some of the nutrients in the water, just in case, so I don't get an algae spike. This aquarium is also one that has one of the newer eco lights on top of it, and to be honest, with just the little bit of results that I've gotten with this tank, the Eco versus the Aquasky is it's quite noticeable. So I'm probably going to eventually completely swap everything over to the Ecos and use the Aquaskys for various other projects such as terrariums and things like that. But for now, this is the only tank that I have that has the Eco light. The next video I put out will actually be a video on the lighting situation and show you why I like them and why I think they're really good. They're a really good choice if you're trying to get into the hobby, but you really want to get in serious with aquascaping and being successful with that. I can't say it enough. It starts with a very consistent daylight cycle. Now I have mine set where they're on a little bit longer than they should be, but I still mainly because I like to look at them when I come home from work and I get home late, and so I have them going off about an hour or 2 after I get off of work, so I have enough time to look at them and fix any problems, or just to look. I mean, because I think they're pretty. I mean, why else do you have an aquarium? The chunks of moss that you see growing in the Dragonstone is actually they're moss balls that I cut up and stuck into the little nooks and crannies that I could get, because I was going for a natural. I didn't just want a moss ball floating around in there, so went and cut one up and stuck it in there, and you can do that, and they do grow very well, and it didn't really seem to stunt it any. The one thing you probably have noticed right off the bat is the amazing number of snails in this tank. Usually when you have too many snails, it denotes some sort of imbalance, which kind of makes sense. I have been fertilizing this tank simply for the plants that are in it to try to get them to green out and really bush up, which as you can see they have done quite well. I'm really satisfied with this tank and how it's turned out. It's a slow process. It's one that I'm taking my time with. But as always, if you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, I'm really not all that good at this. You can probably figured that out by now. I'm doing the best that I can. But if there's any questions or concerns that you have, anything you think I need to know, anything you want to know, please leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good time. I hope everything is going well in your little circles. I wish you well. I hope your family's doing well in these trying times that we're going through. Uh, it's YouTube has really, and social media in general has really been a good escape, depending on how you use it, to get away from some of the craziness we're going through and focus on the positive things in life. And so that's kind of what I hope my videos, if anything, were for you. They were just an escape for a few minutes. And I hope you enjoy it. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good day, having a good time, and I will see you in the next one.